simmer as the conviction that it is without saying anything. Go about your business. They released a statement that said we have to beat Donald Trump at the ballot box. They do because there will be an election, and any statements are only going to rile up people more on the Trump side of the ledger, and that's not that doesn't help the president.
You know, when it comes to undecided voters, I was wondering, we kind of chatted about it a little bit earlier, but what's bigger, today's news, the conviction, which is obviously big, or maybe even the upcoming debates, when you have President Biden, the former president, on stage, one-on-one, people at home watching?
Absolutely, and I've been talking about this all day with different media. The debates are going to be critical because this is an opportunity for people to look at these two people on the stage and kind of make a final call. Now, one of the debates will occur before the convention and before the sentencing on July 11th, but you're going to have the contrast that the American public wants to look at.
And aren't they doing them differently this year?
Well, the first one is without an audience, and so that takes you back to Kennedy-Nixon and a couple of other debates, mainly because we find that we no longer can control what goes on in those debates. They're scream fests now, and people shouting. They have to cut microphones. Maybe if they're just in a room and talking, we may hear more.
All right, so tonight, how would you describe, as we wrap it, the moment in America? Some call it somber. We heard cheers outside the courthouse in New York City. When people rest their heads tonight, what was today all about?
Today was an historic day in American history. We've never seen this before. We hope never to see it again. No American should be happy about what happened today. I don't care what your political allegiance is. This is not, a banana republic. We do not want to see a succession of these kinds of things happening. Next week, Hunter Biden is on trial. Then, does that extend to the president? And then you just have this recurring thing. We're already seeing it in the Congress of the United States. You don't want to see it with the presidency.
And it's not just the country. People around the world are watching it. Allies, adversaries, it's a global stage.
Absolutely, and we need to fix this as a country and as a Congress.
All right.
Yep.
As always, Brian, thank you for being with us tonight.
Absolutely.
We appreciate your
My pleasure.
input.
My pleasure.
Well, Mr.